Hello you sexy biscuits. Back in May of 2019, THQ Nordic bought out Piranha Bytes. And as you may or may not know, they made the Gothic series. But now that THQ Nordic has the IP of Gothic, they have gone and released this. This is the Gothic Playable teaser. And as of recording this right now, the game is currently sat on Mixed on Steam. But to better explain what this is, when you load up the game, you see this. In 2001, a legendary game series was born, Gothic. In 2019, the series became part of THQ Nordic, and as huge fans of the original game, we began thinking and experimenting about what we could do with it. While exploring ideas, we realized that Gothic is still iconic, but simply doing a remake would not work. Therefore, we tried a new approach, reimagining the whole thing. Now, I know there's a lot of people out there who highly regard the original Gothic, so reimagining the entire thing may not be the best way to go. To be sure that this is the way to go, we decided to approach this situation in a totally unique way. We want to give you an early prototype of the game and ask for your thoughts and feedback. And that's what we're going to be doing in today's video, because I have seen the Steam reviews and currently the game is sitting around Mixed. Now, of course, this is a playable teaser, so if there are issues in this, then they may not be in a final game if it's ever released, because this may never become a thing. And this is one of the first times I've ever really seen this done, I suppose, apart from maybe early access games. So without further ado, here is Gothic, the playable teaser.
The Kingdom of Murtana, united by King Robar II. During the long years of his reign, he was able to defeat all foes of his realm. All except one. The war against the orcs took its toll, and the prisoners of the realm had to pay the price. The king needed swords for his army, and every man guilty of a crime, no matter how insignificant, was forced to work in the ore mines of Korinis. To make it impossible for them to escape, the king sent out the best magicians of the kingdom to create a magic barrier around the entire valley. But something disturbed the delicate structure of magic. We were trapped inside our own barrier. The convicts took control of Korinis. The king had no choice. He had to negotiate. He needed the ore. But his former slaves now demanded a high price. Month after month, the king supplied everything the prisoners needed in exchange of tons of ore. Until the present day. Another convict was brought to the lift. He did not know, but he would change everything.
So I will say right now, that cutscene did look very, very good.
Low risk, high return, they said. You'll never get caught. Of course. Now it's just you and me, my friend. No weapons, no food, just a simple scroll. What's happening down there? What the? Oh! Oh, that was close. Oh, shit!
So apparently Gothic has now turned into Uncharted, so that's fantastic.
Alright, easy. Oh, this is gonna...
Oh, I shouldn't laugh, that poor guy.
Oh, god damn it. What the hell? hell just happened? Oh, I'm in one piece. Oh, thank God, no blood. Oh, where's the scroll? Oh, it's all right. Great, okay. Let's move on. Right, okay. Right. 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 Let's light this up. Oh, good. That'll do, I hope. Where are we? What a mess. What's going on here? Alright. God damn it. Let's get the hell out of here.
So I've had to limit the game to 30 FPS because unfortunately it runs like poo, and I'm not quite sure why that is. I have tried turning down the settings and it makes literally no difference. I'm also not too sure about the whole lens flare thing. It does look quite cool, but that's probably what's affecting performance. I will say though, the smoke effects on the ground do look really, really good. So we've got jump here, we've got crouch on B. Now this does have full controller support. So that's nice if you like controllers, but there is full keyboard and mouse. The only thing I have noticed is the fact that if you go to options here, there is no way to make these any different. There's no way to do key bindings, so that's a little bit disappointing. But this is a playable teaser, so I'll let it off. Also, we do have an inventory here. We do have a quest item, which I'm assuming is this scroll, and a glossary, which has some information in here. So if I was to go over to here, yeah, that's pretty nice. I will say, for an early playable game, this does look really quite nice. It looks almost complete, this whole menu system. The only thing I would change is the performance, because, yeah, it's not good.
What the heck's going on? Oh, shit. Oh, God damn it. Let's get the hell out of here.
I know, yeah, that's what we're doing, character. I'm fully aware that that's the main goal here. Okay, just keep going. There's a dead guy there.
Oh my God, what the hell?
How the hell did he see him? What? Wow, so our character needs glasses, so that's a thing. Maybe we'll get those later.
I'll leave it here for a moment. Right. You don't mind if I take this with me, do you? I need it more than you do at the moment. Come on, my pretty. Come with me. Oh, God damn it. Shit. It's broken.
You don't have to narrate everything. Oh, I'm standing up now. I am moving my left foot forward and my right foot forward. We're going for a walk.
But what the hell? What are you? Okay, easy, boy. Let's make it easy for both of us. Okay, calm down. Worst prison ever. Definitely. I have to get out of here as soon as I can.
The tone of this game is all... One minute he's scared, the next second the monster's gone, and he's like, we have to get out of here immediately. Oh, I really don't know about this lens flare. It's very in your face the entire time. I will say, though, it does look nice. I do like the graphical style. I do like the lighting in here. It does look pretty good.
Well, this doesn't look good at all.
No, not really. Yeah, it may have been that monster that was there one second and then disappeared the next. Maybe look out for that.
Please, it can't be real. Hello. You've already had your time, right? Then I'll be on my way. I won't be bothering you. Okay, easy now. There's nothing to worry about. Okay, stay where you are. Don't make me hurt you.
Oh, wait, what?
You guys asked for it.
Don't make me hurt you as I get bitten in the arm. Oh no. I just got to take a second. I don't want to be mean about this game. I really don't. Because this is a playable teaser, and obviously the people who made it care. Obviously they do, otherwise they wouldn't be making this. But that whole cutscene. No. I mean, why is there a cutscene? I remember the original. You would talk to someone, but the rest of the time it was all about exploring and learning everything for yourself. I understand that obviously times have changed, and of course there's going to be now tutorials, because in the original you didn't really know anything. I loved the original in terms of being able to physically pick up stuff. You have to kind of push forward and hold the interact button at the same time, and it felt like you were physically interacting with the world. But right now this game feels very led, especially with a lot of cutscenes, and now we're actually getting a full tutorial system. Although I've got to say right now, this does look awfully similar to For Honor, right? That whole kind of system, which is not a bad thing. I really liked For Honor's combat system, as well as, of course, Kingdom Come Deliverance, who is under THQ Nordic. So let's target here. Oh no, I don't. Oh no! Our target that one. We aren't exactly doing a lot of damage right now, if I'm completely honest. Also, the fact that I can't just aim. Are we supposed to lose this fight? Because there's no way I'm going to be able to take these things down on my own. Okay, alright, move. Right, okay. I was going to say, that was pretty bloody difficult.
Oh, come on! What are you waiting for? Haven't you had enough? Damn it!
You're still alive. Congratulations on surviving your first day. Good morning. I hope you slept well.
Oh, good morning. Yes, I believe I did. Although I don't remember very much of what happened yesterday.
You discovered the local fauna. Those beasts are very violent at night. Conversely, they're somewhat more docile during the day. Luckily, I arrived to hunt something for breakfast. Better than you, eh? Their meat is a bit tough, but it tastes better than rookie meat. By the way, we haven't been introduced. My name is Diego, and I'm the leader of the shadows in the old camp. Yeah, that's not important. You're a convict in the colony now. New prison, new life. That's what people say anyway. I'm gonna call you Rookie. All right with you?
Hey, that scroll belongs to me.
Yes. I borrowed it while you were asleep. Don't worry, Rookie. I'll give it back to you when we leave. It's an unusual document. Normally, rookies come in here with scrolls listing their crimes. That legal formality is meaningless here. It doesn't matter what crimes you committed outside. You'll have plenty of time to work them off here. If you live long enough. Yours, on the other hand, is special. It's red and carries a lacquered seal. It's a scroll intended for mages.
Oh, okay. Are they really going for a system like this? Okay, I'm going to say right now I'm getting Fallout 4 flashbacks to how they did their dialogue system where there's 4 options. You can see there's one above and one below that aren't filled out yet. Ah, this isn't the way to do it, guys. No. Okay. Why me?
Why did they give such an important document to me?
I suppose they entrusted that it would reach its intended recipients, whether you were alive or dead. Many rookies don't survive their first day, especially their first night. Those who pick up the dead bodies and recover the scrolls are paid very well by the mages. There are people here who can make anything into a job, and the desperation doesn't help. You're not as special as you thought. Hey, rookie? Well, I'll have to report yesterday's attack to Gomez shortly. But before we leave here, do you have any questions?
I gotta be honest, I just want to get into the game. So, I'm okay for now, thank you. This is an RPG, right? So, I should be able to roleplay in all different ways. Why was my main character so okay with him just taking a scroll? Why was that locked off to a cutscene? Why couldn't I maybe initiate combat? Why couldn't I maybe have a go at the guy? Why couldn't I have multiple options to be able to maybe try and get it back off of him? With a limited dialogue system like this game appears to have, you can't really do that. This is kind of giving me vibes of the 2013 Thief game, where they ended up remaking Thief, which was this incredibly in-depth game originally, and they watered a lot of it down. I understand that times have changed and that games are generally easier now than they used to be, and while that's not a great thing, I think in some games it's okay, but when it comes to a role-playing game like this, I want to be able to roleplay. And locking me into a cutscene constantly isn't the way to go about it. Let's take this for example. I'm going to show you a clip of me trying to kill this exact same bug in the original Gothic. Meat bug. Let's... How do we... Oh no, I dropped it. Hang on. I think I set it up for control. Whoa! Okay, so I've got fighting set up. We've got a punch attack. Oh! We got a kill! It took me about 10 minutes in the keyboard settings, but we got our first kill! Oh, I'm so excited right now. Yes! Oh my god! Look at that guy, he's staring down at us like, good god, don't you know how to fight? No, I don't, I've only just learned. Oh, I get it. So right now, I am currently in walking stance. This is your interacting, walking around town, having a nice time stance. But if you want to go into combat, you press control, and then interact becomes punch and block and nothing else. But you can also run attack. There were different stances in that game. There were different ways of equipping your weapons. You had to learn it yourself. Now all I do is just walk up to it and press X. You see? It's not as involving. It's not as intricate. And I feel that is a negative, a pretty big negative. As they have said, this is a playable teaser of a game that may or may not become an actual thing. And I want to see this happen. I want to see them try and do something interesting. I want a classic RPG to come out. I want something on the level of Fallout New Vegas. I want something on the level of Outer Worlds even. And it is possible, as Outer Worlds showed us this year. But right now, this isn't doing it for me, and that's a shame. Because the original Gothic really did. I really enjoyed my time with that game. And I appreciated how in-depth and cool it was, because you felt like you were part of that world, and you felt like you were actually doing stuff. So we've got our first enemies, over here, and I'm going to say right now, in terms of the combat that we did get to try, having to press the right analog stick down to swap enemies is kind of cumbersome. I wish it was a little bit more like Kingdom Come Deliverance, where you could push the analog stick and it would then soft lock to the next person. Because when you press this button, you don't know who it's going to lock onto next. It's completely random. And that got me hit a couple of times, as you saw in the combat. So what I'm going to do is try taking on these wolves here, and we'll see how we can do. Let's try and get this one on its own. Oh, let's try and hit this one. Oh, it's on our face. That's not good. Now, that's it. Press the... No, you've got to swap back to this one. Now it's facing that way. It's... Stamina is obviously plays a big part in this, so let's try and keep an eye on that. I'm obviously right now completely stunned. Now let's swap over to this one. Did that one just disappear then? Yeah, this could use some work. I'm gonna say right now I'm not the biggest fan of the combat. The whole target switching thing doesn't really work when you're in a large group like that. Trying to swap between them and not knowing which one it's going to lock onto has some issues. So that is something that definitely needs to be looked at. Maybe look at it having kind of like a, as I said, a kind of a soft lock, so you then pull it to one side and pull it to the other side. That would work a lot better, I think. I don't want to sound like a douche when I'm making this, because as you guys know, I like a lot of stuff. I'm quite open to all different kinds of ideas in video games. I love kind of interesting things. I need to pick this up because of my OCD. I completely missed this. But they have released this in hopes that people will tell them, hey, maybe this, or maybe don't do that, or how about this? This literally has been released for this exact purpose. So I want to give constructive criticism, because I feel, of course, that's very important. You don't want to just be a dingus, do you, really? You want to explain why something may not work and give your reasons for it. Can you smash these? No. Why is the music started? Oh! Wait, so the music's... okay. So the music is locked to the sword. Okay. That's probably the first time I've ever seen a game do that. Hello, Caden.
Oh, awesome. I don't think Gomez will miss this.
Hey!
Oh,
Is everyone blind in this universe?
I didn't hear you come.
What is happening?
Looking for, well, clues about last night's disaster.
I see.
Well, I have to settle this soon. Gomez has little patience, and I have other, more urgent problems to attend to.
Okay, so yeah, it is the 4-option system that Fallout 4 had, from what it looks like. So I'm going to say right now, with this character, here's an example, okay? This character is stealing something, okay? He's stealing stuff that he should not be. So, what we could have here is a dialogue box where we could say, well, I'm going to tell Gomez about what you're doing right now. You could blackmail this guy. You could maybe say, you'll pay for that, and I'm going to take everything. So you could actually kill this person. You could have an option where you tell him you're not going to say anything and then tell Gomez anyway. You could have so many different options here that I'm pretty sure the original Gothic had that this doesn't. And I feel like this is extremely limiting to role-playing opportunities. I don't feel attached to this character yet whatsoever. I don't feel like I have any real say in the world right now. Because just asking his name isn't going to change anything. It's just some guy.
Two of these friends, Cyrus and Bedig, took advantage of the fact that I had to come here to steal from me a very valuable pendant. They know it's important to me, but they would sell their mother in order to get some ore in the black market.
I'm wondering how in-depth the branching systems are going to be here. So let's say we did say to him, what does the pendant look like? would we then know what this pendant looked like so we could find it for ourselves and then keep it and never give it back to him? That could be an option. Of course, going to, what about a reward if I find it for you? Would you, let's say, be able to keep this item for yourself and then sell it on? Or is this going to be a quest-locked item? It is nice that it does tell you that this is going to exit the conversation, so that is nice. So, positives. The game looks nice. I think it does look nice. I love the smoke effect on the ground and kind of the billowing smoke, and especially when you walked through it around the start of the game. That looked really good. I think the ground texture itself looks really detailed, actually. It looks really nice, especially the mud here. I like the design of the world. There are some things I'd tone down, including the lens flare. I think that's a bit exaggerated. And I've kind of gone over my negatives. It would definitely be the dialogue system and the fact there are so many cutscenes. Also, the character is incredibly talkative, which works. It definitely works. If you look at something like Uncharted, Nathan Drake is constantly going, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, as he's failing to grab onto a ledge or something, and I really enjoy that. I just don't think it really fits in a game like this, especially as the original character was quiet and stoic. I mean, he didn't really say anything from what I remember, especially near the start of the game. Also, the fact it's constant cutscenes. I want to explore a world and kind of enjoy myself and experience all these things, but unfortunately it's not letting me do that. When you have a game that is this well beloved and you're trying to redo it in some ways, which is what they are doing, they are trying to remake / kind of reinvent Gothic, you have to be really careful, because you're taking something that is beloved and you're taking something that was done really well for its time. Yeah, some of the controls are a bit archaic now, but you can see where they were going with the game. I think a perfect game to look at would be something like The Outer Worlds or Fallout New Vegas. Those games did role-playing extremely well, and they're modern. I mean, they're modern RPGs, and they did classic RPGs justice, and I feel like this has dumbed down quite a lot of the stuff, and that is quite sad, and I really hope that the comments and stuff that people have made on Steam and the reviews that people have posted, and I haven't seen any really negative and nasty kind of reviews, they're all very constructive, and I really hope that THQ Nordic reads those and takes them into account, because, as I said, I don't want to bash this game. If they are serious about wanting to listen to criticism and maybe build the game that the fans really want, then awesome, that's incredible. Not many game publishers would do that. Anyway, what are your thoughts? Comment down below and tell me. But until next time, that's me, out. Bye, guys.